Okay, hello, everyone. Oh, I can't turn to face you. My name is Michael, and welcome to my first experience with this game called Greedfall. We've explored, if you want to look at the map, I guess, we've explored all of this, and acquired a lot of the loot chests. I remember seeing one, yeah, over here, but I think we need to go down this way, so we're going to make that my first priority, which means going to the right. Hang on. Can we talk to this lady?
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Disappointing. Nope. Whoops. There we go. I forgot what button I keyed to sprint. I keyed space to sprint. It wasn't the default, mind you. I think shift was the default. Wow, this is beautiful. Let me switch back to controller for walking mode. I'm recording this episode just after a short break after recording the first one, so I didn't look up how to do that. All right, gives very good balance. Interesting. So it seems what they're going for is heavier armor giving you better balance because it increases weight. So you're more difficult to knock over. It makes sense. Yeah, I remember coming out of there. Look at the shirt hanging off of the rail. All those vines on the buildings.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
The details are just amazing.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Oh. I don't have Tourette's. I just like cawing when I hear a call. Don't we all? It's like the howl of the moon. It's like a primal instinct. Howl of the moon. As if the moon is howling. Oh, okay. There's really nothing here. There is something going on here. Notify the Bridge Alliance ambassador about your departure. Now, if we go into here, negotiate with the vendor. Yeah, where is that? That's way down here. We might as well hit all of these things. You know? What's up with this Fontaine family business, too? So the Bridge Alliance embassy. Sorry, I can't speak. And then the Thélème embassy. So we can go in here. All right, here we go.
Your Excellency, Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that, I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Sérène, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Sérène. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea, remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Oh, I am so on it. What a great quest. Let's ask about it. Oh, we can ask about a bunch of things. Well, let me talk about the quest first. So this is fantastic. I love that it has to do with alchemy. And I seem to have a decent relationship with this guy, because I am also interested in alchemy, as I know things about science. I'm already behind my science choice. I think that was a good pick. Not behind my other choices, but that's okay, because they won't have a huge impact on the game yet. Let's see. Well, we'll just start at the top.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies.
Yeah, I did notice the legate thing.
Alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
That is fantastic. I'm so down with Bridge Alliance. B.A. Ba Ba. That's right. Their relationship with the Congregation of Merchants. So we can ask about the relationships with different things. But what's Tier for Day? That's the island. So we'll ask about this one next.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tier for for much longer than we have.
Free.
What can you tell me?
Got it.
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before.
So cool.
Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language.
Oh, I'll comprehend it,
but
baby.
you shall discover all of this for yourself
Yes.
soon enough.
Yes. Discovery. Their relationship to the Congregation of Merchants. That's us.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time.
Yes.
But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemy.
That's totally why we do it, isn't it? It makes perfect sense for the Congregation of Merchants to remain very neutral and not back anyone in particular. However, I'm going to make it my mission to look into each of these different factions in the game to see how they hold up ethically, because if there's something that any one of these groups is doing that all of the other groups can agree is wrong and needs to be stopped, you know, kind of like a World War situation, unfortunately, we should all band together against them, and hopefully that common enemy will be enough glue to bind us together in a more permanent way. afterwards. It's kind of tragic. Hopefully we can do it without fighting. Hopefully it's more like, hey, our guns are bigger than yours, so you have to stop doing this thing. Which is how, you know, but that's how we got nuclear weapons. You see how history just makes perfect sense? It really could have happened only the one way, when you break it down. All right, so the relationship with, I can't wait to see how they say this word.
And what of your war with Thélème?
Thélème!
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tiafredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
Okay, so many things to learn, so many.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sardet.
Desarde! Desarde. Lord Desarde. Thélème. What other words do I need to remember? Let's review. Let's review words that we need to remember how to pronounce, among other things. Notify the Thélème ambassador about your departure. I can't wait to speak to them and hear about this war and them converting people to what? What are they converting people to? I would love it if the game paints everyone in a good light. So far, Ambassador Sahin seems great. Ambassador Sahin, who has long been a renowned professor at Al-Saad University, was appointed several years ago to represent the Serene Bridge Alliance. After a long time and vainly, he tried to convince the merchant princes, particularly Prince d'Orsay, I don't know, I haven't heard that one yet, to join the alliance. He now devotes himself to the defense of the economic interests of his nation in the region. Wonderful. A wonderful man, from what I can tell. Who knows? I obviously, I'm not going to be naive. Everyone has secrets, and people are good at acting and whatnot. I'm not. So, the old embroidered doublet. We've looked at it. I'm never going to get rid of that exclamation mark. Look at the furniture and the textures and just how far games have come. I remember being a kid and being amazed at Diablo 2's graphics and how realistic Diablo 2 looked. You know? Remember those days? Even StarCraft looked amazing when I first saw it. Dawn of War. The first Dawn of War game is a good example of nostalgia glasses, where you remember the graphics being unparalleled. And if you play it now, everything's just like a unrecognizable blob in comparison to what we're used to. Wow. This game's just so beautiful. I'm reeling. Now, we need to go over here next. Again, just burning with curiosity about Thélème. Tirfredi is the island, right? Oh, what fun to be able to try and pronounce these things. Okay. This door. Wow. I got chills. This is an imposing room here.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tiafredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Sérène. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Sérène. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
I'm telling you right now, I probably won't like this. What is heresy in this context? Is it, I don't know, that, like a few obvious things that people are typically persecuted for? Let's go here, and let's ask about them.
Could you tell me anything about Thélème?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith.
Ugh.
We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet. And give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic.
Oh.
The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith.
Makes sense.
But their differences are purely theoretical, and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
Oh my. So this reminds me incredibly of the Empire of Man in Warhammer 40k. And if you're not familiar, it's very much like taking a characteristic of everything that is wrong with humanity and blowing that up to the extremes of 40,000 years in the future. I mean, think about that for a second. 40,000 years from now. And it's similar in the Empire's like Inquisition, and how you've got like the radicals, like the Ordo Luminous, which sounds very similar to a lot of the language used in the lore in Warhammer 40k, where it's like burn the heretic, burn them all, just get rid of them, kill them, because, you know, we're the best and everyone needs to be following our religion, our faith of worshipping the Emperor, which is like their Grand Mage. Very interesting. Their relations with the congregation, you know, even if it's not directly taken or directly inspired by such game, certain games have just changed the culture of gaming and affected other games even just in our own subconscious. People who played games in the past are now making games today. So a lot of this just makes sense to me. So their relations with the congregation and then Tier for Day. Let's do the same order.
How is Thélème faring on Tier for D?
We built a marvelous city, San Matthias, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult. Disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
Wow, so I can already tell there are going to be fantastic missions involving conflict with this faction in the future. And I have a feeling I'm going to find out things that are going to make me decide that this is a faction we do not want to ally with. The relations with the Bridge Alliance.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tirfredi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
Interesting. That bit about angering the natives. Why did the Bridge Alliance anger the natives? Did he say something about that? I'll have to review after this episode is done. Their relations, the congregation, is the last thing.
What's your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
What a better way to answer that,
As
ask the question there.
ambassador of Thélème, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious.
Ah.
To be perfectly honest, we have only 2 complaints. That heresy is tolerated.
Okay.
And that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
Fair enough. That all makes sense. Okay.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
Great.
May
Don't you
the
just
light
love
guide
the
you,
cinematic
Desade.
shots of all the conversations, just like in a movie? Everything's really well done. The details on everyone's face is well done. A little bit unnatural movement of the mouth, but it's forgiven because every other aspect is perfect. You know, the hair doesn't look fantastic either, but it's forgiven. Game is beautiful. Hair never looks fantastic, right? People always have to do mods to make the hair better in games, and I'm sure there will be a mod for that. A hair mod. Just look at the... I wonder what inspired this city. It looks so incredibly realistic, like something straight from time in our own world. I sure choked on that word. Okay. We really want to go to this other house on the other side, I think. I assume it's a side quest that we can do on the way to the main quests. And we may as well review a little bit here. Find the charlatan, find the smuggler. For the heretic hunt. Why are they smugglers? What are they smuggling? I'm really curious about this heretic hunt, and I have a feeling I'm not going to end up pursuing it. Take a look at this. Nothing too crazy in here. Now, we've met this guy, the Cardinal Antonius. Cardinal Antonius has been Theleme's ambassador to Sérène for several years. He is a cunning man, versed in the subtleties of politics, but also a man of faith who has not yet given up the hope of converting the largest city of the congregation to his faith. Although a member of the missionary order, like many ambassadors, he is said to be close enough to the Inquisition, and has often been seen collaborating with the most extreme defenders of the faith. They even call him the Inquisition here. Fantastic. Oh. Just getting a little bit excited. Really nice story crafting so far, guys. I'm already drawn into it as I would be a novel. Not many games have done this. The Witcher comes to mind, you know? And already, I am more drawn to this story than The Witcher. Here it is. We barge in. Once again. Okay, these people appreciate art. Very tasteful. I also just had a floor installed that looks similar to this. What do we have over here? Glass bottles. They're just little shot glasses. Wow, you know what this reminds me of? Those Victorian era houses, like style houses up in, where is that? Is that in New York? Is it like Staten Island? I don't know. I don't know, or is it, I don't remember where it is. Maybe it's Rhode Island? Anyway, these big houses that were built to look like the Victorian era houses, those massive ceilings, like these huge manors. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. What are we doing here? Sérène, the Fontaine family house. But why does it matter? Oh, jeez, I gotta use the mouse, don't I? Find the smuggler. Oh, this has to do with the... No, that just is leading outside. Sure why we are here. It must have to do with a quest. They did this in The Witcher, where locations are pre-named, even though we don't know what it's for. And this has to do with a quest, right? Maybe with one of the quests that we're on. Strange. Hang on.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Okay, just got some loot. I wonder where we're gonna get the message that we're overburdened, huh? Okay, there's I guess it's a missionary for Thélème. Let's go down this way then.
The merchant is there.
The merchant, huh? Where?
There are some days when you'd rather get drunk all day than have to suffer through this again.
The merchant is where, dude? Oh, up ahead.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendants seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
I'm slightly confused, but let's just keep asking things here, and maybe that'll clear up.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Oh, 50% chance because our charisma sucks. We can also offer a bribe. We can threaten him. Let's do this one.
I'm certain we can come to an unofficial arrangement. You are clearly the apprentice of a demanding master who expects you to follow orders without raising a brow. Life in your shoes can't be easy. Perhaps we could help you take the weight off your feet.
And what would I have to do in exchange? If I give you the merchandise, my master will still demand the price you're supposed to pay me.
Not if you were robbed. By pure chance. I mean, it could happen to anyone. What if the guards leave a little extra bonus in your pocket as you look away? And while you're making yourself busy elsewhere, some of my men break in and collect their merchandise. You'll just have to make a devastated, the dastardly boldness of them face in front of your master, and we're done.
And the bonus will be how much?
Well, you won't be retiring with it.
Oh. All right. Done. I'm with you. As soon as I've received my bonus, my eyes will grow weary-like.
Not just yet. You'll get your bonus afterwards. The guard has already been taken once by your promises.
Well, you can't hold it against me for trying.
Oh, he gives
Very
in
well.
so easily, huh?
Call for your men to come.
You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Hang on, can I actually buy things from him? We'll check later. There's still so much to do. If you look at the map, maybe I should go over here, find the charlatan. My gosh, I can't control this with the controller analog stick at all. All right, let me switch to the mouse. What's up with these warehouses? It must have to do with the smuggler thing. And there's a merchant over here. And we have to inform the quartermaster guy over there. So let's go up and over this way. It's just so beautiful. It almost brings a tear to my eye how gorgeous this game is. I just really appreciate art. It's almost like this is a big budget movie with all the fantastic production value and set design that you would get. We've already looked through there before. You haven't gone that way yet. But we can open this for some reason. Oh.
To my help.
Alright, hang on. Tactical pause. I need to switch to keyboard and mouse. And then, I guess we'll get out of this, we'll switch to this.
Things are about to get dicey.
I can't get in there.
All these blue bloods, they aren't worth tuppence.
Wow. I kind of just mashed the button, but they let me. So it works out well with our buddy here, Kurt, taking a lot of the aggro. And then we can just pick them off. Alchemical research book. These pages are covered in small, almost illegible handwriting. Experimental results, patient observations, and incomprehensible symbols. But the complexity of some recipes leave no room for doubt. The author was a true alchemist and was certainly very knowledgeable.
Come one, come
Ooh, that's a clue.
Citizens of Sérène, come to me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity.
So I'm thinking that for some reason, they just don't agree with this guy's ideas, the Bridge Alliance. Maybe that's it. Oh, we actually got some decent stuff in here. We got a dagger, very high damage dagger. And even has a chance to stun, a good chance to stun. That's decent. This is loot chance 10% and a good hat. Doesn't give me the intuition. But if we look at the dagger, oh right, we need agility. Oh, Boulder dash.
Come closer now, good people. Don't be afraid. Come.
Don't be afraid. What's going on over here?
This discovery will give you
The more afflicted. And a doctor there. Barrier. Can't go in there. Oh, is this the guy? Oh, great.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well
It does
worth
stink of
to
snake
make
oil
your
salesman.
life shiny and new again.
Smells like piss. Piss, we think.
Heal everything, your potion.
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man
Is he
that
a
knows
plant?
good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is.
I didn't mean a ficus,
No
by the
doubt.
way.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Oh, I can't wait to talk to this guy. What was going on in the back there? Is that document a plant to make me think that he's legitimate? Because my read on him is he's a big ol' charlatan. What do these guys say?
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor.
It's just drunk people everywhere. That's the city for you. I don't know, I went to New York and they weren't just lying like that. Motionless. Is he dead or what? Can I kick him? He's one of these force field. Oh no, I am stepping on him, and he doesn't seem to mind. So I don't know. He's gone. Maybe it's the Malachite. Something bad.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Oh, all right. We'll start at the top.
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition.
A better test.
If it helps you make up
No.
your mind,
Oh,
give
come
it just a
on.
minute. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his
It's a
card.
terrible idea, Kurt. Oh my god. I think that this is a situation where if I had picked intuition, therefore give me intuition level 2 with the hat, I would have been able to do something more intelligent there. Because Kurt and I look like Tweedledee and Tweedledum, if I do say so myself.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Are there any nasty side effects?
There are none.
I don't want to stop pursuing
I
the
will
subject.
think about it.
Oh,
As
okay.
you wish. But don't.
Alright. Alright, let's see what we have going on the map here. We have to inform. There's a crafting table there, a tavern over there. What is this other thing that we're supposed to do? I can't select it. Oh. Wait, no. What was our other quest? Yeah, this one. Find the charlatan. Find the smuggler. It's down here, huh? Wow. So I do want to do that at some point, but let's go behind us first.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong
Hawthorne.
to last year's fashion?
You can make health potions with that at some point.
You'll find all you need in our selection.
Merchant.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Oh boy. Oh boy. There's a lot of things to get into here. Where do you wear a ring? What does it do? Oh, this is like a magic ring. Oh, I can't use magic rings. Also a rifle. But I can't use rifles either. Got all kinds of different hats that I can buy. Oh, so this is cool. Yeah. All kinds of different stylish things to buy and wear. If I was swimming in gold, I could see this being fun to do. Oh, look at this. You buy some medallions. He also sells. He sells a ton of potions. Ah, look at this. Visibility only 60%. A haze potion. Let's just scroll through here. Speed of actions. Balance potion. Antidote. Armor ointment. Okay. Also got a bunch of crafting materials, and then we have quest items. Bottle of brandy. Sleeping potion. Metal dowels. Interesting. Can I purchase this? Can I purchase all of this? I mean, it tells me that they're quest items. He's only got 2. I'm just gonna buy all of them. Now,
Thank you for your visit.
can I sell you things too,
Welcome.
please?
Such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking?
Oh, these are just for selling. Legal coat of arms, so we just need to get rid of it. Okay.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
You're welcome. Let's go into our equipment here. And switch our hat. Unless I'm talking to people, I want to wear this hat. Wait a second, but what is the effect of intuition? Gathering sites become easier to see. And then slightly increases the number of ingredients and objects obtained. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Jesus. Controls, bear with me. Yeah. That's better. Do I have anything new in the codex? Wait. What did that say? Oh, chemical research book. We should ask him to look at that, maybe. And see if he can tell us about it.
Have a nice day, sire.
We're at these docks over here. I'm sure there's loot. Huh. Oh, Kurt, dude. Thank you. At least he moves out of your way. How great is that? In some games, the companions are a real nuisance. Oh, I can see the difference now in how the loot is super shiny. I don't see how it's a boon. But increasing the amount of things I loot, yeah, that is a huge boon. Oh, just a bunch of dead people. Dead people everywhere. Let's look at our map here. We have another one of these. Oh, that's the embassy. So we went kind of past everything. So let's do this. It's almost time to take a break, I'd say. And kind of wrap things up. I'm just dying to know what happens next in this game, but I have to go to work eventually. Look at this big building. Really cool. This must be the barracks. What is this area? Oh, this is one of the warehouses. The Fontaine family. I have no reason to be here yet.
It's blocked.
Oh, it is indeed blocked. This cheese. It's not really the cheddar I'm looking for, you know? I mean, I do like looking at all this scenery that is well crafted. I can assume the other warehouse is like this too. There's something going on over there. Never know. Oh, this place is kind of spooky. Oh, there we go. It is lit up internally.
Sir de Sade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
He looks so unsure of himself. I think he's been told from even higher up to do this. Or he's covering his ass, one of those two. Alrighty. Nothing there. Oh, dude, don't cough on me. Gross. Hey, do you have any antiseptic or hand sanitizer? Quarantine tent? This is a dead end? This door might work.
It's blocked.
Oh, that's the blocked door. Okay. Well, mystery solved. Let's get out of here. Thought the candle was an item. Now if we look at the map, got this other warehouse over here we could look at. Crafting table, a tavern. We could look out over there. A villain's den? What villain? Seriously? We should be going in this direction, I think. So let's do this little number. Go up in that kind of direction there. So we can get all of the loot. See? Didn't take long. Oh, just... everything looks so different and dynamic. Like the whole world is handcrafted. Every little rock. Oh, what is this trap? Oh, it's a pulley. Like, what is this futuristic technology? Can I fall into water? It's a question I think every time I'm near that edge. Question I hope we never get the answer to. Hello, chest. Hello, loot. Sorry, don't mean any disrespect. Oh God. Alright, this is as far as I'm going in that direction, right? Yep, let's not go to the villain's den just yet. Take care of them one day. Ah! You have to dodge the infirmed left and right. This is pretty horrible. You could climb over this. Why? And where? Oh, it's this little area. Oh! I feel like I've seen those kind of white stripey things, like the white paint before. Is that meant to signify something I can interact with? It makes me very curious to look back on all of the previous areas to find stuff like that. I may have missed. Where are we? Let me look at it. Let me do it with the mouse. Let me do it with the analog stick. Come on. Ah, it's impossible. I'll just use the mouse. Storeroom. Oh. Almost missed that. 5 gold coins in there. Wow. Here are the ships. We're at the docks. We're gonna be able to make health potions like candy, I think. What is going on here? Oh! A thing.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
Ah.
Ship. Not a boat.
Yeah, you dingus.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
What's a cabin boy do?
Important member of the crew.
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a
Explanation,
bit too much to drink in
please.
celebrating his departure, like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him.
All right, I'll
Might
definitely
I ask
look
you,
into
if you hear
this.
anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Okay, now we can ask about many things. About the cabin boy. Let's ask more about him. Did you see him for the last time? Acquaintances, Sérène.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Sérène?
Other than fellow Nauts, you mean?
Ah.
I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
So Nauts are basically just like sea people, huh?
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Oh, do I not get to ask other things about the boy? I feel like there were other things to ask. What's going on
Have you
here?
seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses.
Okay.
I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Oh.
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
Oh,
you
ha.
wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Théléme's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Nauts. No one else may enter.
Ooh. A little tense there, that conversation. I felt like I was saying the wrong things. Ask for help on the merchandise. Ask about Constantine's absence. So many things to ask about.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Sérène leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten it into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to dock to the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Wow. Dock to the manifest. It's getting deep, this conspiracy of ours. Ask about these guys.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nauts master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Naut from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nauts for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
This is interesting. They've got like a special skill, like a caste. I guess like we've got like the merchant caste.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tirfredi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land, and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
Does he mean our mark on our face? Do they have marks on their body too, like mine? Or their face?
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nauts. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
We need to do a lot of things, buddy.
Like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
And this is probably like, this is like the tutorial area, right? A small taste of what's to come. Investigate the disappearance of the Naut novice. A whole bunch of things to do. And if we review here, we now know something about ore. Found in island regions. Leather. He doesn't want to talk. Strangely, there's nothing here. If we look at the map, if we have to go around to the right, what else could we find in all these different places? Discover where to find Constantine at the tavern. There's the Naut guy. Interrogate the smuggler about the heretics. Interrogate the smuggler about the heretics. Blah, 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 blah. Warehouse. Clear out the warehouse guards. Oh boy, there are so many things to do here. Alright, well this is going to be a fantastic time to take a break and end this episode. I actually want to think a little bit about what I want to do first. I might as well loot the chest that might be over here. Yep, here it is. Places are typically dragon blood resin. Oh, that's cool. Resin taken from certain trees, found mainly in these regions. Ancient woods and the rocky steppes. No, that's not giving us much information on it. We'll find out more when we try to make things with alchemy. Once again, yeah, I'm having a blast, but this is a great time for me to stop and digest what I've learned so far, and I'll be back tomorrow to get this next part going. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying it too. Bye-bye.